Okay, so as a woman who started in this business industry solely because of the money, of the compensation plan, I think it's really important for other people to really understand the power of this compensation plan and what it can do for your life. When I first saw this compensation plan, I was like, wow, the possibilities here are absolutely endless. It's absolutely crazy. And I've been in this industry for 5.5 years, and it's completely allowed me to transform my life in every which way. From a woman that used to work in corporate banking, studying to be an accountant, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was struggling. It was hard for me. Coming from there to completely living my dreams in the tropics, living free because of this business model that I'm introducing you to, this compensation plan. It's absolutely phenomenal what this can do for us if we're really ready to make things happen for ourselves. And yes, it's scary. Starting something new is scary. Going into the unknown is scary. But the beautiful thing about our community and training platform is although you will be starting your own independent business, you're not on your own because you'll be surrounded by people who are on a similar journey to you, following the same business model, the same structure, and going through the same troubles and hurdles and puzzles and missions that you're going to have to go through to be able to succeed in this business. So I've created a presentation. I'm going to go through this presentation and share it with you so you can truly understand the possibilities here. So a career plan that enables us to create whatever life we want, as well as create impact in monumental ways. Oh, it's so exciting. So essentially, if you have a look at these infograms on the right-hand side, we start here, and on the left-hand side, we move towards here. So if you have a look at the left-hand side, this is big money. I mean, it's big money on the right hand side if you're thinking about sales, because all of this is per sale, and depending on where you start in the business is depending on where you will start when it comes to the commission you will get. So you can either start at 1A, at 2A, or at 3A, depending on how you choose to move forward with the business and strategize for your business. And then the long-term goal is essentially you moving towards 6A and above. 6A 2-3 is where everyone wants to go, of course. Me personally, I'm wanting to go to 6A 2-6 for all of my IDs, and I'll go into the structure of the IDs further down in this presentation. But you can see the money here, right? You can understand the possibilities that it can have on your life, and anyone can have this. It's just a case of getting involved, plugging in, and doing the work to make it happen. So this business is a majorly fair structure. The compensation plan that we have is patented. There's no other compensation plan around. And essentially, per sale, 8 pieces of the pie are always paid out. Okay. So depending on where you're based in your own personal results and your organizational results is how much money you're going to receive per sale, direct or indirect. Okay. So to break this down a little bit more, if you're at 1A, you'll get 1 piece of the pie. Whereas if you're at 6A, you'll get 6 pieces of the pie. And there's ways in which you're able to actually get 8 pieces of the pie if you do have multiple business IDs. Okay, to give you a bit of an idea, just so you understand in diagrams, the best way to move forward with our businesses and start our businesses is with a quad. Reason being is because we set up our business in a very strategical way, and we'll go into this in a bit more detail on the next slide. But essentially, if you were to choose to move forward and invest in a quad, this is what it would look like. So I've got 3 IDs. For this purposes, I'm only going to be showing you 2 because I'll be placing you under my secondary ID. And essentially, you'll have a main ID. You'll have 2 IDs that are pointless and are not going to be used because they will be in your 1A lane. And then your secondary ID will be placed in your 2A lane. And the reason that we do this is because once your secondary ID is placed in your 2A lane, that puts your main ID up to 2A, because if you have a look at the right-hand side diagram, to get to 2A, you need between 3 to 10 group sales in the 2A part, right? So your main ID would get to 2A and your secondary ID would be at 1A. So essentially, when you get a new teammate or when you make a sale, you would place that underneath your secondary ID at 1A, and then everything would feed up essentially. So when you make a sale to either a new teammate or to someone who is interested in the products that we align with, what would happen is you get a 1A commission from that particular sale, and then you will get a 2A commission in your main ID. So at the start, you're going to get 3A commissions. And then because you're in my 5A lane, I'm going to get 5A commissions here. And because that uses the whole 8 points, then this ID, my main ID, will not get anything because it's out of the 8-point structure, because every sale pays out 8 points. Okay. Now, when I initially get you started within the business, what would happen is I would get 5A commissions, and then I would get 3A commissions here from this particular. And then once you make these sales to yourself, because you've started with a quad, essentially you're going to get 1A commission from this, 1A commission from this. So total, I would get 7A commissions. So my commissions would go down. And then once you make this one, you're going to get 2A commissions. So then that means I would get 6A commissions because I'll get 6 pieces of the pie. So essentially, the more you grow in the business, the more you would get paid, and then the less I would get paid. And it's a very fair structure because essentially, as you start, you're going to be getting all of the training, all of the support, all of the guidance from myself or your mentor for free. And then essentially the way that the energy exchange happens is, at first, they will get remunerated more for your sales and you building your business. But then as you grow and as you get to 4A, 5A, 6A, then they will get less because essentially you're going to need them less, right? And now the beautiful thing about starting with a quad is it's only going to take you 2 more sales to get your second ID to 2A. So it's going to be very quick for you to start getting 4A commissions and 5A and above. So this is why it's great for you to start with a quad, because you start with higher commissions and you move towards higher commissions much faster, even though you don't officially rank up to until a certain point. And B, it's really good for you to start because it gives you more control over moving to 6A and above. Now, 6A and above is where we want to be. Okay. That's the whole point of us moving towards the residual income, passive income, the wealth generational and legacy building income. This is what we want. We start in this business first to change our lives, but then it moves over to changing our family's life and the trajectory of our family. And then the more wealth we're able to build, the more we can actually make a difference in this world to whatever causes that we truly believe in. And that's the beauty of this business, is it allows us to do that, right? So you can see the numbers here. I don't even need to go over them. They speak for themselves. But essentially, when you start with 2 IDs, you've got your main ID. Just have a look at 6A2, for instance. You've got your main ID at 6A2, and then you're going to have your secondary ID. And by this time, you're going to have a third ID anyway, because this is what we advise you to do. And essentially, for you to rank up in your business to 6A2, 6A2-2 and beyond, it's essentially you helping people win. So the more you help people win in your organization, the more you help people grow, the more you help people succeed, the more you help people achieve the lives that they want to achieve, the more you win and the more you achieve what you want to achieve. So it's very fair in that as well, because at the end of the day, you only get rewarded the more you help other people get to where they want to go. So it's very fulfilling in that sense, because not only are you helping yourself move forward and create what you want, you're also helping people in your organization do exactly the same. Now, if this scares you, it's very normal. If you've never been in a type of leadership position or anything like that, it's very, very normal. This is what I'm here for. This is what the leaders are in the community are here for, because you have leadership within you. You are a leader in some point in your life, whether you're a parent or a teammate or within your friend group, you are a leader at some point or some areas in your life. So it's just a case of learning how to become a leader within this industry. And this is what we are here to help you do. So eventually you can get a third ID later in your business. And if you have a look at these numbers, imagine if you had 3 IDs at 6A2-3 even, that's like $15,000 a month without the commissions on top that you saw previously in the other diagram. So it's absolutely phenomenal the amount of income you can generate for yourself by simply helping yourself and helping other people. And yeah, you can go as far up to 6A2-6. And the beauty is, as of 1st of February 2023, we're able to have 6 business IDs each. 6 business IDs each per person. So imagine what you're going to create with the wealth you get to build with 6 IDs. And imagine if you were to get involved with your spouse, for instance, or family members. Imagine the wealth you're all going to be able to build with this particular business model. It's absolutely phenomenal. I literally have no words. When I found out about this, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought that it was phenomenal with 3 IDs, let alone 6. Like, absolutely crazy. Imagine getting all 6 IDs that you have to 6A2-6. That's $120,000 a month without any additional commissions from any sales. And there's educational bonuses and quarterly bonuses and stuff like that. Like, this is just the start. Like, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. So you can choose to make money on sales alone by helping others through building your organization, or by doing both. Okay. So whether or not you choose to help others, a sizable income can be made by simply selling through the automated systems provided. The figures speak for themselves. Okay. Now, the intention with our model is supporting each other to successfully build our own organizations, building our own communities, surrounding ourselves with our people, and helping each other win, helping each other break free, helping each other rise, helping each other create the lives that we want, the lives that we deserve. Like, literally, imagine how many people you can help with this model by simply plugging in, getting involved to our systems and our automation and building your personal brand. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And we get to do that with our model and our structure. And we don't even need to sell the products directly if we don't want to. Like, don't get me wrong. Some people are like, yeah, like, I love these products because they're phenomenal products. They're based around water. Everyone needs good water in their lives. And some people are just like, yeah, like, I'm all about the water. I'll share the water. But some people don't want to. Like, I'm one of those people. I'm very, very big about sharing my message, my passion, my purpose. So that's what I do, right? And some people would rather just share their passions of travel. And that's the beauty of this business, is because we use automated sales funnels and selling systems that sell the products for us, we get to build our business based entirely around our personal brand. We don't need to sell anything directly. We can just share whatever the fuck we want to share because of the funnels and the systems that we have set up and the automated ways of doing things. So imagine all of the fun you could have building a business based around whatever you want to share and generating a sizable income around the beauty that is you. And this business grows with you, and this business changes and evolves with you. And that's the beauty, because throughout this journey, you are going to change and grow and evolve and metamorphose and really truly find yourself, like, because a big part of this business is growth. Like, our values within our community and also the company that we align with is true physical health, true metaphysical health, and true financial health. And we're very big about becoming healthy within our body, but also becoming healthy in our mind and in our soul, and also spiritually as well. So as you go through your journey and learn different things with the support of myself and other leaders within the community, you're really going to evolve and metamorphose into who you came here to be, into who you were meant to be before the system conditioned you to think otherwise. Because you're so very beautiful. You're so very amazing. You're so very powerful. And you've come here to create such a huge difference to this planet in some which way or another. And whether or not you feel in your heart of hearts as to whether it's big or whether it's like more sort of confined into what you want to do, either way, it's going to make a really big difference, because it creates that ripple effect, right? And this business will enable you to do exactly that. And that's the beauty of this business. It can be built around anyone and everyone. It's just a case of being ready to do the work and plug in and get involved, and being ready to grow and peel away the layers and drop the ego and land into the heart and all of that good stuff. And it's so much fun, and you're going to be surrounded by so many people that are only going to support and uplift you and encourage you on your journey. So I'm really excited to welcome you in to our community. There's going to be a get started link below this video. And yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. But once you get started, what's going to happen is you're going to join the discovery process. There's a whole system there, and you'll go through the discovery process and learn more in-depth information of the system and also the company, and more in-depth into the compensation plan and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you can get started below. It's £77 with a 2-week money back guarantee. And I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited to welcome you in. I'm excited to help you on your journey. And I hope you have the very best day. Bye-bye.